Hello everyone, watching this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you are all doing fine. Yeah, but in this video we'll try and explain what is DordStream template and how to design DordStream template. The documentation is in the website. Yes, so it's on our official website, so you can go there and read more about the DordStream template. So I just like to make the video so that to be more understandable for users. So what is DordStream template? Now, what do I mean by DordStream template? A DordStream template is just a set of files. You know, when I call it a set of organized files, I mean the files that contain HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's just what the template is. Just the set of files. That you can have your image files as well. You can have your text file as well. But the main files that will be recognized to the software is the HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript. So it can also consist of another file like image files, like text files, like fonts, like any files apart from the backend files as well. So it is the template that defines the application which you are building with a software which you are building through the templates, and it is the template that defines the type of application which you are building. Let's say, for example, now you want to make a blog. You develop it in block design, in template design. If you are working on a maybe school application, like you want to develop attendance or any other software, you have to develop it in template based design. So it is that template based design you install on the CMS, that means on the software, before you see. So because you have to design it in a template based pattern, then later on they will now install it on the software for you. So anything you want to build with DordStream, you have to follow the template architecture pattern. So now I can say so now I think I've explained what is DordStream. The template is just a set of files for you. Does this set of files, the file you arrange, you follow the architectural patterns, and also defines the type of project, defines the application which you are working with, which you want to develop. Because DordStream template has its own architectural pattern, and the reason why you have its own architectural pattern is because of the security, so as to secure your files. Because in writing your logic through JavaScript, because JavaScript can be accessed and sent to the browser. It can be accessed to the browser and can be seen through the browser, and it's public, so everyone can log in, can copy the link and view view your logic that you wrote in the JavaScript file. Because you are working with JavaScript, at your backend, and you're working HTML, CSS as a front end. So in order to expose your logic or your code, that is why we make use of what we call AVS architectural design. What is AVS architectural design? AVS architectural design is just to protect your files. That means to restrict who can access the file, who can view the files, so that you make it public to everyone. So that is the main essence of this design pattern. Then we'll talk about what we call AVS now. Then what do I mean by AVS? A stands for assets, V stands for shared. V stands for view, and S stands for what? For share. Those are the patterns which you use when you are developing your template. So now let's look at the picture now. So now this is the picture of the design, which is the assets, view, and the words, and the share. So all these things, they are just the folder. Assets is a folder, view is a folder, and shared also a folder. That means the folder which you name assets, which you name view, and which you name shared. Now, what do we mean by the asset? The assets are the folder which consists of of the assets which you use in the project. Then the asset files can be can be your CSS file, can be your image file, can be also your text file. It's just the asset which you are using through the template. Then what about the view? This is the part where we view the word view. That means it to be viewed to the user, to anyone that accesses it through the browser. Then what about the share too? The shared also is the files that are inside the share will be the ones to be shared throughout the project. That's just the three. Now, as you can see from the diagram here, you can see assets, then we can see the arrow coming down. You saw accessibility. That means this accessibility means the folder under it, that means which you want to restrict people from view, or want to restrict users from viewing the file. So as you can see now, we have admin, we have auto, we have user, we have hot, and we have those are the folders which will restrict the files. Any files that is inside each folder will be restricted. Now let's say admin. This admin folder means any files that is inside the admin folder can only be accessed by an authorized user, and also must be assigned as a role, must be given a admin role, because in the software you can assign roles to each user. You can give user admin roles, you can give the one you want to give us author, you can give the one you want to give a user. Those are the roles. There is a way you can give it roles in to the software. Now any files you placed under admin folder, that it means that it's only the admin that can view the files. The file, that means it has to log in, and it has to have the role of admin before you can access the file. So the files can be secret, to only be shown to the authenticated user, and also as a role as admin. Same thing to the author as well, must be authenticated and also have the role of author before you can access the files online. Same thing as users as well. What about the alt and not alt? Alt means authentication. That means all the files under it can be accessed by authenticated user. That means user that has been authenticated. That means the user that has been authenticated, that's the only users that can view the alt file. That means everyone can view it as far as you've been authenticated. That is what. So it is not public. It is only be accessible by users that has been authenticated. That is what about the non-alt? The non-alt means you want to make it public, that everyone can access it. Everyone, whether you authenticate or you don't authenticate, you have access to the files that is inside the non-alt. That is just that is all the hot and hot. So it's applicable to the view as well. When I talk about the view, I say the word view, that means this is anything that inside is one that will be viewed to the users. It is the users that will be viewed through the browser. That is what view means. You also have admin, auto, user, and called alt. Now this authentication means so it has the same meaning as the one in asset as well. Admin, auto, user, and alt. That means the who can view the file must be through the must be authenticated. Now any files you place directly to the view folder, it will be non-alt. That means that it will be public to everyone, whether it authenticates you or you don't authenticate. And how do you access the file inside the view folder? You can only access it through your domain name /root, then / the name of the file. without extension. For example, now you have an index file, because anytime you for example, now you're accessing your view, now you want to access the file inside the folder, just your view slash row. That means your domain name slash. Let me give an example now. Let's see, now you have a file here. Let's see I'm working on let's assume that this is my domain name, then slash root, because any I put root, that means the file is inside what that means the file is inside the view. So as you can see it here now, when I tap it here, it shows me. So when I say it shows me this root slash DordStream template. That means I've placed this DordStream templates.html. I've placed it directly to the view. That means everyone can access this, whether you are authenticated or not. So when I access it, so this is how you access the file inside the dot. Inside it, if you are accessing for the folder directly, let's say I'll admin that I want you to only be the admin, so I'll just slash admin. So once I slash admin, it will look for the index file, the index.html. It's because I don't have index.html file here, that is why you return this error from that, because I don't have an admin, I don't have photo, I don't have user. I will make it visible for everyone. So that is why it's giving me this 4 error. So that's how I access the file inside inside the view. If it is for the hot as well, just push slash hot and the name without the exception. All this file inside the views must be HTML file, must be .html, must be HTML. But for the asset, you can have JavaScript, you can have your image file, you can have your text file, you can have any of the file inside the asset. What about the view? Only the your HTML. That's just it. What about the shell? This shared folder is so what about the shell? This is the file, this folder whereby the file will be shared all through to the project. Now all this files, layout, error, landing, and readme, they are important in building the template, because you must have your layout file. It is part of the design. You must have your layout as HTML. This layout is the layout of this is your project layout. Then you have our error page. The error page, this is the page that will be redirected when there is error through the software. Now, for example, now I type this in the root.admin that I don't have it. I don't have the root. You know, it right. Let me to for error. Let me this is my error page. This is my error.html, which I've already designed. So you design it here inside this error.html. So any error that occurs on your website, it will redirect to the error page. We have got the landing page. This is the first page that of first access through your anytime they access your website or your project. This is the landing page I want. This we have called readme.text. This readme.text is the full description of your you also have other files, which is the banner as well. The banner is also compulsory. So the banner is also give a clear picture of your template and of your work. So I think this is all what we need in designing our templates. So now when we are designing our templates now, so we can make use of the studio. Because if you are making use of the studio, so we don't need to create any folder, so we don't need to create any files to be created. It will create it automatically for us, depending on the type of project which you want to work with. Now let's see if I have a blog. If I want to work with blog, blank templates, application, and website. Now let's for example, now I want to work with my blog now. And let's see. Just name is new blog tutorial. So now when I create a template, do you see what's created for me? I have a asset, I have shared, and I have view. The reason I'm having a category HTML, page HTML, post HTML, because I'm working on a blog. If I'm working on a blog, those files, they are compulsory. The categories, the landing, layout, page, post. But if I'm working on another project, it is not compulsory, but only for, as you can see, you have a called non-hot. And see here we have a called non-hot. I can see you have a CSS folder. Then I also have a JavaScript folder, which consists of what. So these are the assets which I'm using for the templates now, as you can see now. So now let's create an application and let's see what is going to generate for me. Let's say my first application, and let's create it. Now as you can see it here, you see, because when you open your view, you can see there have a called index, because anytime you're accessing your view folder, you can, you know, I said with your domain /root. If you're accessing it through /root here, it will move down to the word. Let's see, this is my domain / my root, then /root. Then if I should access it like this, do you know it's showing me error because I don't have an index file? Because once you add like this, it will go through your index file directly to access this index.html directly. That's what it's going to access. But if you are working with admin, just type it / so just type this /root /admin, so it will access the admin directly, access the admin.html, access the index.html in an admin file, because I don't have those folders, those files here. That's why it's redirecting me to the error page. So if you are using if you are using this studio, so you don't need to create any folder or anything to be generated automatically for us. But if you are working outside the studio, so you have to follow these steps. You have to follow the design for us to design the software. So don't forget that whenever you are developing your template, you have to add your banner pictures to it. You have to add a banner picture to the asset. You can add it anywhere. You can add it to the non-hot, which is your public to everyone. It's just the design of your templates. That's just. So I think you all understand what is how to design the DordStream as well. The templates, as you can see it here, we have the full documentation here, so you can read over through. So you can read through the official website and check the documentation. Then you see what's DordStream HTML. So I think it helps a lot. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you. So in the next video, then we'll explain how you install the template on the software, on the CMS, and how you start using it. So thank you for watching. Thank you very much.